Hey beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. So all mamas, let's gather here. What do you do when you find yourself so frustrated and you end up shouting at your kids or your kid? What do? We get tired sometimes, we get frustrated sometimes, and we end up doing things that we feel guilty later, or we don't really would have loved or liked to do it the way we did it. And it's a learning process and it's growth. I always say, as a parent, the moment you have your kid, you're raising them, you're teaching them, but they're also teaching you. They're teaching you patience, they're teaching you compassionate, they're teaching you so many things. So it's a learning process for both of you. So first of all, before I go any further, before you respond in any way, take your time alone and think things through. Breathe in, breathe out if you want. Acknowledge your own feelings. Listen to your child. Understand how they're feeling or why they reacted the way they reacted or what caused them to behave the way they behaved. Let your child express their emotions. Try to be patient with your child or your children. Ask them questions like what caused them to behave the way they had behaved. That is before you even shouted. Also, when you're asking your child what caused them to behave the way they had behaved before you shouted, ask yourself what triggered you, why you reacted the way you reacted. So yeah, here are some tips, and let me know in the comment section what has worked for you so far or what you do, and yeah, let's learn from each other. So the first thing you could do is accept the mistake. Accept the mistake with self-compassion. You could say something like, I yelled, I make mistakes too, I'm human, I lose control, and I can learn from this. You could also say, I am sorry I shouted at you, I was frustrated by the behavior. And make sure you make it clear that you are not frustrated because of your child. Make it clear that you are frustrated because of the behavior. This way, your child learns about accountability and self-control. They learn that yes, everyone makes mistakes, but the main thing is to own and acknowledge your mistake and apologize and work on bettering yourself. But I must also say, if your child or your children had done a mistake prior to you shouting, make sure you also hold them accountable. Because without accountability, that behavior will still not change. So you have to hold them accountable. For example, if let's say they got into a problem at school, or maybe if they didn't clean their room, don't just let it slide because you yelled and you felt guilty and you apologized. Don't let it just slide and you don't even check the room if it's clean or if they bothered to clean again. No, you apologized, you own your mistake, but you make sure that you also hold them accountable and make sure that they correct their mistake too. Like I said, without accountability, there's a higher possibility that they will repeat the same mistake again. You could also express what happened and what made you that upset, and also what you would like to change. Tell them something like, I yelled because I was frustrated. Next time I'm that upset, I will take deep breaths. Just like I always tell my son, if you're a bit frustrated or if you're, sit down, take deep breaths. So the same way you tell your kids, then show them that you're willing to do the same thing. So you could say, I will take deep breaths and calm myself before we speak or before I say anything. This helps them also know that whatever you are telling them to do, if you tell your child, if you're angry or if you're frustrated, sit down, take deep breaths first, think everything through, show them that you can also do the same thing. So that way they know, oh, if I get upset, I can choose a different way to react next time, So that's also, you're also teaching them in that way too, on how to react when they are upset or angry or frustrated. Remember, when you acknowledge your mistakes in front of your child or your children, you show them how accountability works. This will also teach your kids that it's okay to be vulnerable, so they will be open to being vulnerable, and also they'll be willing to learn from their mistakes and grow. And this also teaches them that any type of relationship takes effort and communication, so they know no matter how grown up I am, I will always be learning about myself and about others, and it's all about owning your mistakes, acknowledging your mistakes, and knowing the root of that mistake so you work on bettering yourself. Make sure that you also tell your children or your child that you love them, or you love him or her. This is to reaffirm to your child that you love them regardless of what happens. Nothing changes the fact that you love them so much. Don't just tell them that you love them, show them that you love them. You could give your kids hugs, you could, just sit down and talk to them and reaffirm, not only by words but by also actions, that you really mean it when you tell them that you love them. Mamas, I also have to say, you should not be shouting at your kid for every little thing, or your children for everything they do, Just like I said, kids are also human. Just because they're young and tiny doesn't mean you can talk to them how you want or control them how you want. Sometimes all you have to do, no matter how frustrated you are, you just have to listen to them. Alright, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, before I say kwaheri, if no one has told you of late that you're doing great, you're doing absolutely great, you're a wonderful mama, then I am telling you that you're an amazing mama. Keep going, and you should truly be proud of yourself. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section and tell me how it is for you and what you do, what has worked for you so far, and let's help each other. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a kid. Thank you so much for having watched till now. I really do appreciate everybody who watches my videos, everybody who has subscribed, everybody who likes, comments, and if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so. I would really appreciate your support, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.